Hello, everybody, and welcome to the 360 NoScope podcast. As always, I'm your host, Josh, your local analyst for my fantasy team. Today, as usual, we're going to look through the day. It is 2 days into the Mark Gauntlet. As you can clearly see right there, 2-7, not going very well at all. We will look at today's scores. Before we start the show, I'd like to make a couple of amendments as we usually do. I called Davian Mitchell Spider. I got that Mitchell's wrong. I was blinded by the rage that I had to deal with Mark, so I do apologise that I've got that incorrect. We're all human here today. My intern has sent me the wrong notes. It was not my fault, but I will apologise on his behalf, and he will be sacked. So today, players trade table, quite a juicy trade table today. No waiver show today, might be tomorrow. And there was a mailbag episode coming this week because we do have a couple of letters being sent in by fans. With that little summary, Cole, take it away.
Thanks, Josh. You're listening to the 360 No Scope podcast. Let's get to it.
Let's get to it. Don't we love a bit of smooth jazz? Now, today we are on the same day already. My text looks a bit big, but I think it might just me. I played a game of futsal tonight. We lost, so I'm a bit red in the face. Not as red as the face as I was yesterday, although the day before, because we skipped yesterday because I was tired. Because, she works hard for the money. So hard for the money. Larry played against Dallas. 13 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, a steal, 50% field goal. I'm pretty happy with that. I usually get a lot more assists from him, but that's okay. He scored 13 points. Any time that someone scores more than 10 points on my team is a bit of a win. Edwards, he scored 9 points. I don't know what happened to him. I wasn't impressed. He ruled me multi, but he's only scored 9 points. 4 boards, 1-1-1. He's playing waiver today. I think he's injured. Played half a game, or assuming, I don't know, doesn't really show any minutes on this fantasy, but he may have played 10 minutes because he scored 9 points. I'm quite disappointed. Playing that a third rounder that he is, he's just not chopped, and he's not chopped at all. Against Charlotte as well. So luckily the Wolves did win, but he kind of bricked that overall. Desmond Bain, 1 of 2 in my dynamic duo. 11 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal, and a couple of, a little thruple of turnovers. Again, he usually drops about 30 points a night, and he's not doing that. Something's gone wrong in Memphis. That's again, we're not really looking too great today. Jokic didn't play. Grayson Allen against the Pacers. 3 points. 3 points. I thought he'd be an absolute upside. We do know how to spot an upside when we get it, but it just didn't happen. We'll see what's going to happen to him. He might have a bit of a hot seat when it comes to the waivers show. Rob Williams out. Does it say why he was out? No, it just has a little question mark. This is going to break. Oh no, here we go. Right calf ruled out for Tuesday's game. Yeah, he just nothing. Brandon Clark, other half of my 2 is 18 points. So he's done better than Bain. This is why we have both of them. This is why I paid the waiver bucks I did. 88% from the field goal and 8 boards to go, or to boot, as I like to say. And lastly, sort of hero out again. So I'm in the thing. It's just it says I scored 54 points today. I don't know how that math happens. 13 plus 11 plus 18 plus a couple of sprinkles. And sometimes everyone likes a bit of sprinkles on our donuts, but not this donut of winning a day. I may as well be Samson Ryan. A little footy joke for you out there. He debuted, and he got donuts. That's the day. It really is depressing. when you look at such a spread and all these cool players and no one's actually picking up the socks like they're supposed to. I'm really disappointed as a coach. I'm really disappointed in our franchise. Um, yeah, it's better. I'm trying to do some quips on this performance, but what do I do here? What do I do here? I've got nothing. It's just I've got nothing, and I'm not. Draymond Green's still injured. Hopefully he'll come out in the next fortnight, but we'll see what's going on here. But yeah, awful day. Now we're gonna kind of go off the beaten path today, and we're going to talk about the NBA injuries. Um, but yeah, a couple of injuries floating around. We have injuries ourselves. But I had a player spotlight. Um, Marcus Smart. Marcus Smart shouldn't play for a couple of weeks. My colleague in the podcast world, who also has the same name as me, has said he's been out 4 weeks. He might be out for 4 weeks. I agree that he should be out for 4 weeks. He shouldn't be playing basketball. He shouldn't be on the court. He shouldn't be playing with his teammates. And he shouldn't be on a roster. He shouldn't be on your roster. He shouldn't be on the Celtics roster. You definitely won't be on my roster. And now you know what? He shouldn't play basketball. Apparently he's injured, but that doesn't matter. My statement stands. He should not be playing basketball. If you have Marcus Smart, here's my tip. Forget his injury. He may as well be injured. He's lucky he's injured, because if he's injured, then he has an excuse not to play basketball, because he is an excuse of playing basketball. He's pretty good. He's a point guard. No, if you ever ride the pony of Marcus Smart, you understand where I'm coming from. I know there are viewers here that have Marcus Smart, and he's just pain. Get yourself a Monty Morris. He's a good guy. He'll never let you down. Get yourself a Brandon Clark, but just don't run Marcus. I kind of say that he's not supposed to play basketball. Whether that's an excuse, he shouldn't play basketball on his injured limb, his ankle. I think he rolled his ankle. No, he shouldn't play full stop. There's a player highlight for you. We're not gonna rag through Trez Harrell. We all know how we feel, but Marcus Smart, don't have him. Drop it. It just whether you tell everyone else in your team that he's dropping because he's got his injury, but I won't tell anybody. We just don't worry about Marcus Smart. He's just been under my skin for how many weeks in a row. I wrote him. I hated him. Dish him. Use him as knives. A blunt knife at that. Now, we do have a trade table today. There's a stat correction for Jalen Green. I'm not checking that. Because I don't get those scenarios, but we're just going to leave it. I think that was from the other day still. But let's have a look at the trade table. There is a pending trade between Attracted the Wrong Clientele and Mark and Bagley, the two. I have heard this is a nothing trade. Spencer for Bagley. Yeah. Spencer's in the sink. He's a point guard, so he's supposed to get more than 4 assists a game. No, he's trash. He can't do anything. So giving him for Bagley, who's also kind of nothing in Detroit, it's all right. I've got no problem with that. I'm not going to vote against it. Speaking of vote, Big Ram Bong has proposed to be trade. My guardian angel when it came to trades, he gifted me Lowry. Let's see what he's got. Look, I will admit I do know what this trade is. I won't lie to you for the cameras. Bingham, so his namesake player. What? He's now playing for Boston. He's doing what Marcus Smart should be doing. Scotty Barnes, who I'm a big fan of for the Raptors, almost as good as Banton, but I mean, good as in he's not as cool as Banton, and I do love my cool players. For Big Time Lord, my Jersey player, Bane, part of my dynamic duo, and Larry. So he wants Larry back. This is what I get from this trade. He wants Larry back. He's going to take Bane and Time Lord, who only plays well when he's under my coaching staff. I have spoken to my colleagues about this trade, and we might have a podcast first. We might press the green button. It's going to say the good button, the good green button. Why I say this, in my very educated trading knowledge, is that I've sort of given this trade to my analyst team, and they said, I don't know about getting a Pel. None of us at our team likes the Pelicans. And Lowry is a pretty big drop. But Bingram's better than Lowry. White plays a different role than Williams. And Scotty Barnes is kind of cool. Do we take it? I think we take it. Let's flip a coin. I don't have a coin here, but I have a bottle cap. So we're going to flip this bottle cap. This is tails. This is heads. I hope you can actually see this with the camera. Let's go. Tails it is. We're going to accept this trade. We're not going to tell him that Rob Williams is out. I have heard that Bain's a bit of a ceiling, and Lowry's fine for Bingham. We need all the help we can get. So we're going to say, change your name or no deal, and then do the X, like one of these, no deal. I think we take this. I think, my analysts have said this is worth taking, and we don't usually take this much time on the trade table, but it is live. But I think we take this. Scotty Barnes would be cool. Derek White's doing all right, as I said. Bingram, he's going to have to change his name. Maybe he has to change his name to Lowry the Losers because he's not going Lowry and the Losers because he's not going to make the Yoffs with this run. Or he could ask the Time Lord to change the clock back and save to when he was actually at a chance at winning the Yoffs. So we're going to accept this trade. You're sure to accept this trade. You will not be able to cancel this trade later. Okay. Handshakes all around. Thank you. We are taking the green button. The league will be notified of that trade right now, coming through on the phones. Or not. It's not happening. There you go. He's done it. We've taken that in. We're gonna hope that kicks in when it does. Yeah. So we're gonna sort of lose Lowry, which is kind of grim. But it's gonna be. It's Bingham's a pretty good pick, I think. And I could always give him to Chaya for some other piece because he's got active. So now we're in that pending trade, so it's sort of a new thing for us. And yeah, so I've just clicked it again. I don't want to do that. Yeah, so we've done the amendments. We've done our character spotlight for the day. I don't know how long we've spent. I've put 12 minutes. That's all right. We've got plenty of time. No moves. So as I said, we've got plenty of moves for the week that we're going to sort of do a waiver episode in the future. Maybe tomorrow. No promises because, if I'm promising you, I'd be lying to you. And I don't want to do that to you guys. You are loyal fans. But yes, so that's that. And thank you to the people who have brought you this episode for supporting us. Absolutely nobody, because we say it every episode. Please find me a sponsor. I got cats. Maybe even like Hills Food can give us a sponsorship or something. Please sponsor the pod so I can keep my cats alive. That is all. Looking forward to the fallout of that trade. Everyone did say it was worth taking, and I'm worried that they've lied to me because that's what they always do, is get in my head, and that's why I'm so terrified of the trade table. Thank you for watching, and that will be the today. Yeah, that's it. Have a good one. Catch you on the flip. See you later.